Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new writing vlog, and today we are properly starting a brand new project. So it is the 10th of November. This is an unofficial NaNoWriMo vlog. Usually I would be doing weekly NaNoWriMo kind of writing vlogs, but the way it's kind of gone this year, it's not really gone to plan. There've been like a lot of hiccups with me really filming and getting started with Nano, and yeah, I've not been able to kind of film me actually starting NaNoWriMo this year because it's just been a bit chaotic, which I will go into probably later in this video. Technical issues with my laptop, all sorts of stuff. So anyway, it may be the 10th of November, but we are officially starting my brand new work in progress. I wanted to give you a quick update on where I really am on the writing journey, and it's been quite an eventful last few weeks. I basically have started querying with the project that I have been working on for the past 2 years. That is a historical fantasy novel, and I've talked about it a lot on my channel. I will leave my writing playlist of videos down below, just so you can catch up and get to speed on what that novel actually is. And yeah, I'm in the querying process, which means trying to get an agent. Now, because I'm currently doing that, I'm currently trying to query agents and, you know, hopefully land an agent at some point with that project. I want to be starting a new project, and that is what this vlog will hopefully help me kickstart over the course of this weekend. This project is another historical fantasy novel. It is set in the Victorian era. It really draws on themes of the occult and spiritualism that was so rife in that era. It also features the mining industry in the northeast of England in this very pivotal time of the Industrial Revolution. It draws on all of those things, plus maybe some demons thrown in there, and of course a romance. So it is basically the historical fantasy romance of my dreams. But the issue is I am finding it quite hard to start. I think I've never been the best type of outliner. I've never been a planner really. So I'm really trying to train myself in order to just get more structure to my planning process. So that is really what has taken me so long to actually start this project. I've been working with a technique called Save the Cat, which if you are a writer, you will be very, very familiar with, but it is just an outlining process focused on character and emotional beats throughout the story. So I've been structuring my novel to kind of fit in with that, you know, that kind of system, I guess. And I'm not used to that, so it really has taken me a while to kind of get the hang of outlining in that way. But I think I'm ready to write. In fact, I did start writing last night. I wrote 300 words, which not a huge amount compared to my like usual writing sprints of maybe getting like 2,000 words done in an evening. But I do have a very lofty, very ambitious goal, and I don't know if I'll be able to do this. So this vlog is motivation to help me do this. And my goal at the end of this weekend is to write 10,000 words. I have a completely free weekend. Tonight is Friday night. I'm hoping to write at least 2,000 words tonight so that I can just dedicate Saturday and Sunday to writing about 4,000 words each. And that, I think, will really just catapult me into this story and help me get further along the process of making this an actual novel. So I'm really, really excited for you to join me on this journey, for me to document the first draft of this new project. And I really hope you enjoy just like this more lifestyle-y writing vlog. This is a look inside how I would spend a writing weekend in my life. So don't forget to subscribe for a lot more videos like this. Grab yourself a cup of tea and let's get writing together. So I've already lit a writing candle. I mean, essential, always essential. And now the actual writing has to begin. So I have just cracked open my laptop, and yes, so far I have written like, how many words so far of this draft? Yeah, not many, 360. So I've got a long, long way to go tonight. Anyway, so I've not eaten dinner yet. It is 10 to 7. I really, as I said, want to write about 2,000 words. So tonight is just going to be trying to get as much of chapter 1 done as possible. I'm finding it quite difficult to get into my character's voice because it is a first person present point of view. And my last novel that I'm querying with, that project was third person past. And that was just so much easier for me to slip into because, like, obviously it was from my main character's point of view, but you didn't really have to go as in depth into the workings of her mind. And with this book, I'm just, you know, I'm not used to writing in this like tense, I guess, Anne's point of view. So it's taken me a while to get in the swing of it. And now I'm thinking like, do I just change to third person past point of view? But I don't think it'll work for this story. So we're not doing that. We're just not gonna do that. We're gonna continue and just push through the sludge. Because right now, writing really feels just like wading through mud. And I think if you're a writer, you will get that. And it's just all about like pushing through in those moments. Like you just gotta keep writing even though it just feels awful and you're reading it back and it just reads really badly. But you've just gotta push through in those moments, especially when you're trying to get first draft done. So that is the plan for tonight. And importantly, this is something I do quite often. I have my project playlist on Spotify. Now I make a writing playlist for every single one of my projects, and I just find it so helpful to get into the zone. So here's a little snippet of what I'm calling the project. You know, no spoilers there. This is just a little view of the songs that may be in there. So kind of an interesting vibe, but yes, all of this really just encapsulates my book. So enough chatting from me, it is time to write, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit once I've managed to get more words on the page. Hi everyone, it is currently Saturday and it is 10 to 2, so I have not had a very quick start in terms of writing today. I kind of just had a lazy morning. I got up, I sat and watched Married at First Sight UK with a cup of tea, essential, and just did like the chores. So did my food shop, all that, and now it's actually time to sit down at my desk and write. So quick update from yesterday, I managed to write like 900 words, I think. So I already had like 200 words or something, 300 words. So now I've got 1,302 words of my project. It's really not a lot, and yesterday I had a hilarious back and forth where I just couldn't work out what tense I wanted to write my book in. And I said this yesterday that, you know, typically I'd write in third person, but I wanted to try writing it in first person, present point of view. Now, I think it's a sign when you eventually push through and you start really getting into the writing, and then the writing just turns into third person. So I essentially just forgot that I was writing in first person and just defaulted to third. And I'm taking it as a sign. I'm just taking it as a sign that that's what I need to write this book. And, you know, I think, yes, it would have been really cool if I could have nailed the first person and just managed to kind of really write it from that kind of point of view, but I'm struggling to do that. So I think I'm gonna listen to the story and listen to the way that I'm writing it, and I've rewritten it from third person point of view. So that's where we're at currently. We've got 1,000 words, 1,300 words so far, and as I said, I really want to write 4,000 words today and try to get closer to that 10K word goal that I've set myself for this vlog. So of course, no writing session is complete without a big cup of coffee in my gorgeous little pumpkin mug. I love it. We're just gonna drink coffee, we're gonna write this book, and I'm hoping that the words will be more free-flowing than they were last night, because, you know, usually I find the beginnings really hard because they're all build up, they're all kind of set up, and I do like the setup, but I do find it quite like restricting because you need to lay the groundwork before you're actually in the juicy goodness of the story. And this is a story where there are so many potentially juicy scenes that I'm like desperate to get to, that it's just like, this bit's almost like slowing me down, because I'm like, I just want to get to the good bits where she meets like this person, no spoilers, but we have to set the groundwork first, and that is always a struggle for me. So anyway, it is currently 5 to 2, as I said. Now the goal is to start off with quite an easy writing sprint. I'm gonna set my alarm for 30 minutes and I'll check in with you after that writing sprint just to see how I get on. But I think easing in is probably the method I'm gonna go for today, and then build up to longer and longer writing sprints as the day progresses. Coming in with an update because it is currently 3:30, so I don't even know how long I've been writing for, probably about an hour or something, or just over that. And I've written 1,050 words. Pretty happy with that, I would say. Like, as I said, the first chapter's been quite difficult to really get through, but I'm really happy with where it's going. I've just like written a very spooky scene, and this novel is actually quite kind of dark and quite spooky, which I'm kind of vibing. It like really draws on stuff like the occult, spirituality, and a lot of those kind of Victorian era, you know, things that they would do in terms of like reaching the other side. So I feel like it's time for a tea break, importantly, and maybe a snack, because I feel like it's going to be a very long afternoon. As I said, it's 3:30 and I've written a kind of timetable here. This is what I've written. So we're already kind of a bit delayed because I'm supposed to have started rewriting now. And yeah, it's currently 3:30 and I'm not ready to write yet. But here we go. This is my kind of like timetable. So I'm basically writing from now until 6:45. So quite a long afternoon of writing. But the idea is I just want to give myself a lot of time in order to get these words written. And I do find that when I'm most productive, I'm just sat at my desk for a long period of time, and it really takes me a while to get into the story. So once I'm in it, that's when the words really start flying out of me. But I do really think that the whole break system works, like the Pomodoro method, whatever you use, just to kind of do writing sprints, have a break, writing sprints, have a break. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try and do. And let's go get a cup of tea and a chocolatey snack of some sort, and let's get back to writing. It's gotten to that time of night. The PJs are on, the dressing gown is on, and I've poured myself a glass of wine to help me get through this final little stint. So my current word count for today, bearing in mind it is 6:20, so I am a bit behind, but my total word count that I've written so far today is 2,489 words. So I'm really happy with that, actually. I think obviously this is the first time I'm drafting this novel, the first time I'm properly writing a first draft in like a year pretty much. And so far I am halfway through chapter 2. So I really love where my story's going so far. It's funny, I found the first chapter, which is very full and action-packed, a bit spooky, I found that harder to write than the second chapter, which is where our main character is at home in her family scene, you know, interacting with her family, and it's kind of the setup chapter. Now, surprisingly, I found that so much easier to write than the kind of more suspenseful, darker chapter that we kind of start the novel on. And it's just quite nice because, like, I feel like in this chapter I'm really getting to know who my main character is and how she ticks and how she's different from the other characters that I've written before. So it's really lovely. I am obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with this whole novel and I'm super, super excited. Well guys, it's 9 p.m, but I've done it. I've written 4,000 words today, 4,020, and I am delighted with that. So I did have about an hour break to have food and to watch some TV, had to be done. And I've just sat back down to write and basically finish off the word count for today. And I did it, 4,020 words done today. I'm really, really happy with that. Like, I feel like I'm back in the groove and it feels so, so good. I am covering up my project name here, but look guys, there is the proof. I did it, 4,000 words done. So checking in on Sunday, it has been, well, I feel like the day's almost over. I am starting this vlog ridiculously late. It is 4 p.m. and I actually have been quite productive today. I've already written 800 words, so had quite a lazy morning again, got up and just wrote first thing and managed to get out 800 words, which I'm really happy with because I'm really happy with those words and I'm in the story now. Like, I feel so much more connected to my main character, the story, and I'm like racing towards getting to the juicy scenes that I just can't wait to get to. But I've also been filming YouTube videos, hence why I have a full face of makeup. And yeah, went on a nice autumnal walk. It's been like a very cozy, slow day. And only now am I really sitting down to properly write. So I really want to do about 2.5 hours of non-stop writing. I have a lofty goal for myself, which is to write basically the rest of my words. So I have 3,224 words to write today. Can I do it? Who knows? Just to let you guys know that I think if you are feeling really behind with your writing, you know, dedicate a weekend to it and just get really stuck into it. I think it was the biggest kind of obstacle for me, the fact that I was 10 days into NaNoWriMo and I had not started writing my novel yet. And now I have 7,400 words and I'm no longer at the beginning point. I'm really into the novel, you know? So sometimes just starting the thing and just doing the thing, even if you're worried about if it's gonna be crap, if it's not gonna be good, you know, you just gotta start the thing. And that's really what Nano is all about. Well guys, I think I'm officially done for today. Today I've written 3,500 words, which isn't quite the 4,000 words I wanted to get done, but in great news, I have hit my target for the weekend, which is 10,000 words. So I'm at 10,152 words now, and I feel great. I feel like the story's really just chugging along. It's not that I'm not thinking about what I'm writing, but because I already did the Save the Cat outline, which I will leave a link to in the description bar, I feel like I know where I'm going, which is a great sign. Really, really excited about this project. This vlog was definitely a mismatch of just me writing at my computer, but I feel like that's the reality of NaNoWriMo. And I hope if you're also writing this month, this vlog has been a little bit of a comfort to you and a little bit of solidarity out there as well. For those of you not writing who are just interested in this video or, you know, interested in writing, I hope it's still been somewhat entertaining for you to get a deep dive into my project. And I can't wait to tell you more about the story. I do think a lot of you guys will love it because a lot of you guys follow me because of my fantasy romance content, my historical fiction content. This book is both of those genres, and I am so excited about it. It's basically everything that I've wanted to read in a novel. So really excited. I hope one day you will get to read it, but I really hope you enjoyed this vlog regardless. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for being a part of this community. If you did enjoy this video, why not give it a thumbs up? And I will leave a playlist of my other writing vlogs and NaNoWriMo vlogs down below in the description. So if you want to check out more of my writing content, you can do that by following that playlist. It's time to end the vlog. It is a Sunday night. It is 7:07. And I'm just gonna go do the usual things I need to do for the week to prep for work tomorrow. And it's just been a really cozy day. So I'm really excited to round off the weekend on a high. Thank you again for watching. I will see you very, very soon in my next video, guys. Bye.